This episode is brought to you by 20 Past 4, your one-stop vape and head shop. They get new stuff weekly. Stop in and check them out. 4 locations, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, 1 in Billings, and Guerrilla Warfare Apparel. The best gear in the fight world. Join the Guerrilla Gang in 2023 because we are taking over. Be sure to use our code TWB10 for 10% off at checkout. That's TWB10 at checkout. And Jamie St. Mark's.
Who's ready for the weekly bust? You're in the right place if you came to catch the show. Tyson and Levi are the names of your host. Who the next guest is, I really wanna know. Conversation escalating, let's get to the show. Who's ready for the weekly bust?
We are live, season 4, episode 24. Howie,
Kobe,
Atherton
shout out to Kobe.
Of Knuckle Mania, or Knuckletown rankings. There you go. And
Knuckletown.com.
Knuckletown.com.
That is correct.
Knuckletown.com.
How you doing, Howie? Glad to have you on, man.
Thank you for coming on so late, and anybody that joins us, thank you for joining us.
You are renowned as the Bareknuckle biggest fan, right?
I guess I could be. Some people could consider me that, I guess.
Heck yeah, man.
I pay attention.
We're big fans too. We're a fan of the organization. We're a fan of the employees, and we're a fan of how people get down, baby. I think Bareknuckle has changed the course of combat sports. What do you think?
I think it definitely has. It opens up a new door, a new opportunity for lots of different people. Some people are only suited for certain things.
Do we ever sleep? Yeah, we sleep all the time from 2 to 5. It's all right. We're good.
No, we don't. We have to. We got to keep
2 to 5 a.m. 3 hours of sleep. That's fucking funny.
Howie, I think you're like. What do you mean by that? Like certain fighters are just built for Bareknuckle, or?
That's exactly it. There's wrestlers out there. There's Muay Thai people, and some are better at one aspect of combat sports than others.
Do you know what I noticed with Bareknuckle in particular? I noticed that Muay Thai is dominant in this fucking sport, dude, because of the clinch work that Muay Thai gives you, and also it kind of has a Bareknuckle reputation in Thailand anyways, doesn't it?
Well, it does. The clinch work
right?
is similar to like Lethway, except you can't headbutt. That's about it.
Okay.
I like that though.
They use ropes and shit instead of gloves over in Thailand, man. So it's like Bareknuckle, dude, really.
So it's like real life Tekken.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Sick.
Doc. Fucking exactly. Howie, give us a little detail of who you are, my man, so our audience and our fans understand about who Howie is.
Oh, let's see. I'm just a guy from Belfast, New York. And let's see. My first fight, I've been following it since the beginning, but my first fight was BKFC 4 in Cancun. And that's all it took,
Oh, yeah.
Attend one event and then you're on. I help support a few different things, but now I'm just supporting BKFC right now. I'm waiting for the software to be finished, and then I can get the entire world rankings on knuckletown.com.
So you're going to be using a system, computer filing, and getting everybody categorized, and are you talking
Yeah, I
about...
pretty much already have that. I probably have, as far as bare-knuckle fighters around the world, I'm certain that I have more than everybody else. I've compiled
Does that include
a lot of time.
A BYB and
Yes.
BKB and...
Absolutely, it does. It includes, I've even got Gradma people in there, and
what about the new Valor BK?
yeah, sure, those fights would be considered in everything. Fighters are fighters, as long as it is very much a bare-knuckle aspect.
Are you gonna include them into your rankings?
You would have to in the world rankings. It's like you have to figure in like skill of opponents, how many fights somebody has, because you can have a fighter that's like 10-0, but yeah, he fought 8 cans and 2 sort of tough people.
Yeah, sure. So when you're gonna be looking at that, how you gonna how you gonna tell the difference between a bare-knuckle boxer versus a bare-knuckle MMA, and then coordinate that into rankings?
Bare-knuckle MMA, that I'm not really exactly sure on how that would really work. I think they would have to have a genuinely only bare knuckle fight. Bare knuckle MMA, that's a little odd. That's like game bred.
Yeah, that's what Valor's doing as well.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize that Valor was gonna do bare knuckle MMA instead of just bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Because I was talking with
from what I understood, because we had Ken on just recently, and from what I understand, what he was describing the sport is going to be on a karate platform. You know, it's going to be an open platform, and it's going to be done with bare knuckles, and he wants to include MMA. It's kind of going to be like almost original.
I don't know.
Kind of like
I'll check the product out when he gets it out there. We've been waiting a long time.
Which makes sense because he's an OG of the UFC.
Yeah, it reminds me of original UFC type of shit, but with obviously with weight and rankings and.
Put your rockers up if you're rocking with us in the comments.
And it also fucking sounds like that he might be swinging Mike Richmond over for a bare knuckle MMA fight, from what I understand.
That might be possible. I think there'd have to be some coordination going on there, but. Would I like to see Mike Richmond fight? Yeah, I'd like to watch Mike Richmond fight at any given moment. I don't care who
doesn't.
Bloody brawls for real.
Yeah, oh yeah, he brings it.
Mm-hmm. He's a fun guy to watch. For the most part, he's also a fun guy to talk to as well. So his last bout obviously didn't display his best. But I also in a sense that it was some of his best because he was putting it on Jug, man.
He was, his accuracy was on point. I don't know.
He was putting it on Jug, dude. Jug landed that instinctive fucking kill zone shot, dude.
He does have really awesome skills.
Because when that fucker's locked in, he's locked in.
Yeah. The problem is with that match up there, all Lorenzo has to do is reach out and touch you, and he did. That was he
proved a point, and Lorenzo said that actually. He said, once I touch you, you're done, dude. And he fucking got it done in one shot while he was fucking minorly concussed.
Right.
I think that Lorenzo respects Mike Richmond a lot more than what he ever did. A lot more than he'll ever say.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure he has respect for him. He knows that he's a hell of a fighter.
Yeah, I can concur with that, man. Getting off topic here, what brought you down to make the company KnuckleTown.com?
Well, I'm from Knuckletown, and some things are done in a certain way, and some people do things their own ways and never provide a ranking system. And I said, man, that needs to happen. And I had been compiling all this stuff for somebody else to use, and they just couldn't because it made things a little bit too difficult for them or something. I don't know. It's not that hard.
If you got the recipe, right?
Right.
It's on you to bake it correctly. Bong. Hey, that's a good terminology, huh?
The more people you get, or the more fights that one person gets, and the more fights you get to pick from, everything you have gets a little bit better because your formula, your equation that breaks things down and gives you groups of fighters in weight classes, that's a real deal. That goes and picks out certain aspects of everybody, and it gives you a thing. And you pick 14, it'll pick you 14 for 10.
Are you using I just gotta understand what are you doing exactly to gather rankings? You said there was how many members were part of a panel and
there's a 9-person panel.
Okay.
It is myself and 8 others, and for the most part, at least 7 of them chose to not have their names mentioned because. You can't please everybody, and there's always going to be a hater out there for something. Yeah, sure. So they might as well hate on me. I don't really care.
You don't mind.
I'm all right. I'm a big boy. I can take it.
Right. Fucking right.
Maybe I'll get pissed or something and say
a little background on some of your members on the panel. Are they fighters? Are they fucking?
Actually, let's see. 3 of them were former boxers.
Okay.
Okay, and there's 2 ladies that pay attention to
Okay.
Bareknuckle, and they watched 99% of BKFC and BYB
Okay.
and some other.
So they're just well versed in who they are.
Yeah, I don't know. They just like it, so that's cool. And the other guys, well, they've been around and they pay attention, but they're not attached to anybody. They're not any part of any management group.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. I just, I'm trying to get a picture of how rankings were developed within this panel and, get a background of, statistics on that.
Yeah, well, a lot of that, like the rules of governance and stuff like that, is very close to what, like, the WBC would do.
Is that what you kind of mimicked? Your
Sort
ranking?
of.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different equation, but it's a different sport. It's different than
But
boxing.
the math still maths, right?
It is, exactly.
So, math's
Okay.
still maths.
I have to bring it up, but I'll save it at another time. We've had a little bit of our own controversy, with rankings, as the boss, and we had an issue. But,
Sure.
fucking, you said there's always gonna be a hater. I guess we were a hater that day.
Yeah, I don't take it too personal.
Yeah,
I
as
know.
you
Well,
should.
here we are,
Everybody has opinions.
Fucking
Right,
midnight
as
of
you
fight
should.
day. Here we are.
What was, you've been to a lot of events, you got the title as BKFC's biggest fan, so, where was your favorite, what's your favorite, most memorable moment that you've seen? There's a lot of moments, Shady
Most
Grady.
memorable moment.
Yeah.
Let's see. The most memorable one was probably during the Blueface fight when the dude ran up into the ring.
I actually just seen behind the scene footage of, what's that fine gal that does the posters?
Posters.
She's an older gal, she's really nice.
Oh,
Kathy.
Kathy,
Yeah.
she was showing Kathy got hit by
She
one
did.
of Blueface's brother on accident. He's jumping on a fucking stage. He put his arms up, whack right in the
shit.
face. I seen some behind the scenes shit. That was nutty, man. That's a memorable moment, I guess.
Hey.
Everybody keeps
That's
talking
fine.
about that
Blueface,
shit.
baby. Hey,
Within 24 hours, I think they had a couple million views on
Yeah,
like
yeah.
TMZ and stuff. That was pretty cool.
hey, dude, that's Blueface in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what's crazy is that Blueface comes up on this show randomly. We've never met him yet, but he's been on this show 3 times now because we ran a show with Mike Richmond and fucking Lorenzo calls me on my personal cell phone number. I was like, oh fuck, dude, the Jug's calling. So I answer it on the show, like we just end the show, and he's like, yo, get back in that motherfucking studio. I'm with Blueface. We at the wrestling matches, and guess what? I'm finna jump on your show next. I was like, oh, bet. All right. We turned around. We ran another episode, man. It was
That's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, he was at an NXT event.
Yeah, that's where he's some NXT wrestling, yeah.
If you haven't watched that one, that's
Oh, no,
the one-
AEW.
Oh, it was AEW.
Yep, AEW.
That's the one where he said that if I hit the mat, then what happens? That was the best.
That was wild, bro. He predicted his own win. He's all like, if Mike Richmond does end up putting me on the mat, then what happens? He's like, nobody expects me to get back up and knock his ass out. Dude, that's exactly what he did. He came onto the fucking show and predicted that shit. It was insane. So, also you've been, that was a super memorable moment, but who's your favorite person you've sat next to at some of these events? You've had a privilege to sit next to some greats.
My favorite person that I sat next to, let's see, but that's pretty tough. I don't know. I like Kamaru Usman.
Oh yeah,
Denver,
Usman,
he was
yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh shit.
He and Eddie Alvarez, before Eddie, when he was just considering.
I think Eddie won that fight.
Shut up.
Yeah,
That was a good
Eddie
fight.
Alvarez, yeah, he did.
That was a good fucking fight.
Yeah.
Wait,
He did win.
he did win that fight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Him and Chad Mendes.
Yeah,
And then Chad retired.
yeah, that's right. He dominated that fight.
Retired until somebody.
Have you heard the story of Mina Wilson?
Mina Wilson.
Nope, I haven't. Nope. I have no recollection of that. So you've said, have you chopped it up with Usman at all?
Oh yeah, we did it. We did in between there. He was cool as hell.
Was he?
Yeah, but I was talking to him when Connor was like prancing in.
Did you get nervous? You know what I mean? Like
No, man,
I
those guys-
legitimately got nervous when I met John Jones.
No,
Fuck yeah, dude.
no. John Jones came
was
over
mad.
and sat and was eating, and then Cranston got him a table. But John Jones is cool.
Yeah,
He was all right.
For sure got nervous.
Everybody that just joined the stream, hello.
I don't get nervous, to be honest with you, about fucking meeting people, but when I met John Jones, I was like, fuck. That's John Jones.
Yeah, right.
And my hand looked like a child's hand in his hand. I was like, yo.
Right, you don't think somebody that fights at like 205 to be that fucking
big, bro. Yeah, in stature.
I said that last podcast I was on. Obviously, this one I just don't. That was 2 nights ago now.
He's fucking huge, you know, and you've also had a really cool opportunity with being where you are all the time, you know, because you just seem to be everywhere, Howie. You've developed friendships and relationships with fighters, man. Like, you know, who are your ones that you've kept close?
Yeah, I don't know. I talk to everybody, really. Some people get mad once in a while, but most not, you know. I'm going to always tell them, like, I think if they really want to hear what I believe is the truth or whatever, you know, yeah, I'll be straight up with people. You can't.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, everyone's got their own side, right?
And,
that's what they say.
Right. It's like, hey, this is what I see, you know. If it helps you become better, well, good.
But it just depends on if it's sun faded or not. Right, Christian?
Do you have any people, you know, BKFC superstars or anything that you like to communicate with a lot?
I talk to Christine.
She's
a fair amount. Christine is freaking hilarious, really. She's really
the best, dude. I love Faria.
Hello to her mom.
You know, I talk to Elvin. I like Elvin a lot.
Burrito's great too.
Arnold. You know, I like Tom Show. There's tons of people. I don't know. I like them all pretty much.
That's cool, man.
Arnold, what do you think about? Do you think that rematch should happen sooner or later?
I would like to see it soon.
Me too.
I really would.
Doesn't interest me. I'm gonna be real. It doesn't interest me.
You think you'd beat him up?
It just doesn't interest me. I think that fight in particular can be passed.
I think it's a better fight than.
Oh, what the hell?
Like Rothwell. You know.
Yeah, Ben. That was another one.
Ben's a big dude, you know. But you could.
His last fight was kind of wicked, huh?
Really, the weight and everything that would be awesome that I would like to see is I would like to see Alan Belcher at 205 versus Lorenzo at 205.
Damn, that would be good. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be.
Lorenzo's taking all the belts. I full-heartedly.
Lorenzo's gonna try.
I full-heartedly believe that, though. I think that he's a man on a mission, and his destiny is to be written within 3 belts.
Good luck to him on that, because really, depending on who they let him fight, it's pretty tough.
If he goes up heavyweight, though, I mean,
there's some
bangers now, dude.
There's some very tough people in the world, really.
Right.
And there's getting thick in the big boys too. I ain't gonna play.
I mean, how many fights in the heavyweight division?
Josh Watson is a beast, bro.
Josh Watson.
Stay down, Watson, dog. Shout out to him. Oh, Mina Wilson thing. Let's read this real quick. 1989, London. She got mad at her son's opponent, jumped in the ring, whacked him with her stiletto, and sent him to the hospital.
Holy shit.
Her son was awarded win. Google. Haha.
Good on you, Stewart. Thank you. I just learned something.
Me too.
Cool. Yeah.
Whacked him with the stiletto. I love it.
Only Hands. You're active in Only Hands. Shout out to Vince Anderson and those guys over there doing it big. Their community of bare-knuckle fighters.
This is my trophy. If I had one.
In their community. Shout out to those guys. Levi's insinuating right now that which we won podcast of the year last year.
It's almost that time again, so get ready to vote.
The polls are going to be back up, but we took it by a landslide last year, man.
Is that where you put the results? Was on Only?
Oh no,
that was their poll.
It was their poll.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. We won their poll. Yeah.
Well, that's.
So that's why we say and
we really got into the bare knuckle scene about.
And that was our second award of the year for podcasting bare knuckle.
Shout out to Wesley Killeagle for our first one.
Yeah, our first one's right here, right in metal. We got an award for that one. But shout out to Only Hands. I see you active in there all the time, man. And I just want to give a moment if you have anything cool to say about Vince and that group in particular, because there's. I mean, that group alone has networked so many individuals.
Yeah, I've known Vince a long time, and that's that draws in a lot of people. there's a few people that get pissed off and whatever. You're gonna have that no matter what. But yeah, I don't care. Vince is all right. I don't have any problem with him. He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you think about the community, though? I mean, like, the Bareknuckle community is so fucking active in there. Like,
There's a lot.
it feels very alive. There's a heartbeat within that community.
Kevin's always sharing stuff to there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, true that. Second that.
So let's just bring you to the reason why you're here in our fucking studio.
Oh.
You're here in
Put the
Great Falls,
picture up.
Montana. For what?
So we can
Oh,
just-
yeah.
Right
Okay.
there. No, right there. Down. No. Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Down. Right there. Yep. No. That's a Google photo. Let's go back.
Oh, shit. I don't know. Fuck it, dude. It's good. Use your phone. Use your phone or
Just
something.
let me see it. Okay, keep talking.
Let's bring you to the reason why you're in town. The very reason why you're in this studio. The very reason why we're talking at this moment. BKFC 44.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What do you think about the card?
I think it's a pretty damn good card, actually. There's a lot of people on there that don't have a lot of visibility yet, but you know they very well could, and it's good for the state of Montana because I believe there's a Montana fighter on like every fight.
Just about. Yeah.
Pretty damn close.
Just about. There's.
I don't think there's two out-of-staters.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, there. Oh, no, Kerry Latimer is. Nope. There's one on each. There's one on each.
David Latimer.
Yeah, I think
There's one on
there
each.
should be one on
There's
each.
one Montana.
Holy shit! This is a full Montana card. How come I never noticed that?
Yeah, I was pretty sure.
Anyways, yeah, this is a super. Not only it's Montana history. Motherfucking people don't understand the significance of this, but it's been 42 years since Montana had a world title event, and it wasn't even hosted here even. This is the first time it's ever been hosted here, and it has it's 42 years, and it's a guaranteed world title in Montana.
Right. No
You know
matter.
what I mean? This is
Sure, that-
motherfucking history.
Yeah, that's a big plus for the state of Montana, and well, hopefully they get more.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. I think
You
there's a lot of fighters here in Montana. Matter of fact, I just wanted to make that as a topic. This whole card's Montana fighters that I apparently didn't. It just didn't hit me. I guess. I mean, some of those guys I don't fuck with, so I just didn't pay attention.
Good boy.
Dude, Montana has an atmosphere of we have nothing here, right? So all we do is there's old money because there's people who are leaving their shitty city to come to our mountains, and then there's no money for the people who have come up here and they never can leave. So like there's this like we were talking about flights. Montana's weird in the way that we don't want no one to leave and we want no one to come here. So the flights are expensive to come and go.
They are.
Very
They
true.
are. But that leaves Montana, like, residents with nothing. We don't get a lot of tourists, not tourism, but, like, we don't get a lot of attraction here, you know what I mean? So, motherfuckers turn to fighting. And Montana is a true fight state. And what's cool about Montana is that Montana fights regardless if there's a ring or not. And that gives a breeding ground for bare-knuckle fighters. As you can see, we have enough fighters to fill a fucking full card. Montana likes to fucking fight.
The self-sustainability, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And there's a mini...
Shout out to Ryan Hall.
Yeah, Ryan Hall's been a busy motherfucker, bro. Matchmaking up a storm. Is there any fight on this particular card? I mean, there's a lot of heavy hitters on here. There's a lot of excitement on here. And any fight in particular you got your eye on?
Oh yeah, I want to see Billy Wagner and Bryce Henry
Fight of the night?
fight. Man, that very well could be. That's gonna
It's
be.
definitely got the ingredients.
It's gonna be a war there.
We've said that 100 times. the last
Yeah,
3 days.
it's definitely got all the right recipe to make a fucking...
But so does all the last 3 fights, honestly.
Honestly, I think the whole card is going to be amazing. I think Leo Sears is the best second sleeper. I think that's a sleeper fucking fight of the whole card, is Willie Sears versus fucking Leo Sears.
That'd be it.
That's a sleeper fight of the night. I think also we have a real... I think we're going to have a fucking banger with High Pine versus Ibsen.
Yeah.
That's going to be... I think that will be
And
a
don't forget
full-blown
the
banger.
Long Johnson fight.
Another one is Sawyer Dupree. The DP is going to be fucking amazing this year. I think, no offense to
Rich Gabriel
Mota, I just think Sawyer's going to come out and fucking, that might be the ingredient for knockout of the night.
Yeah, that's a real possibility there.
Sawyer
But,
has a
you know,
punching power.
Gabriel Mota, he's tough too. That's not an easy win for anybody.
Right. I'm not saying it's a walk away in the park for Sawyer, but I think Sawyer has so much power, and I really believe that his hands are going to do the job. And what about the Dallas fight? Howie?
Yeah, Howie.
Dallas Davidson
Yep.
and Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Dallas, but I think Lloyd's gonna take this one.
Really?
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Why?
Right.
And what round and how come?
I haven't
I think
watched a lot of
I'm gonna say halfway through the third round.
No shit.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, he
It
thought
could be
about
just
it.
a stoppage from damage. What the hell do I know? It's all speculation.
Absolutely. No, but it's always
But
fun
you
to get what your
speculated
thoughts.
a shit ton, so
Yeah.
there's
See,
hours into that, and then
Yeah.
you even took seconds to think about it, and your brain processes.
yeah,
pretty quick,
you
so.
know these fighters. I mean, it's nice to see your point of view because there's people who want to bet on these people who don't know them.
And if you want to bet, go to bet.ag. Betonline.ag. There you go.
There you go. Someone asked me that today. They're like, "How the fuck do I bet on this shit?"
Yeah, betonline.ag.
You know, this is jump right into it. So you had some rankings on your company, and it was in the featherweight division, where even it arised us. We're like, no, that can't be fucking right? You ranked Louie number 1 and Kai number 4 or 5.
I think he was 4 then.
I think it was 4 when we started arguing about it.
Yeah, and I think coming from the man himself, I mean, that's representing the panel, how the fuck did you come to this decision, including with Kai having a win over the guy that he had a loss to?
Sure. It comes down to strength of opponents. Yeah, sure. There was a doctor stoppage. Was his loss against Rusty Crowder. Yeah, he did get his teeth broken or something there. I'm not exactly sure, but he was still ready to go.
Dylan Schulte fought both of them as well, and
Dylan Schulte's pretty tough.
And exactly. Right. And Rusty Crowder has fought, both of them. And so when you're talking about difficulty of opponents, they haven't really
Derek Gates have fought both of them.
They really haven't had different opponents. You know what I mean? And Kai's come out the victor.
Right. Well, the thing is, HD had been looked at, and he was basically the number 1 guy.
That is fair.
And so he goes and beats the number 1 guy.
On a stoppage, though.
Yeah, and you, no matter what, you still
very
know that
controversial stoppage at that. People demand a fucking rematch for that. They're livid that it isn't HD.
I do see that once
fighting.
A week at least.
Yeah, they are livid that HD is not in the ring with fucking Kai right now. And this is bare
well, he probably figured he was going to be, but
well, not just him. The world thinks that. I mean, we hear it on our podcast that HD that fight should have continued. It was an early stoppage, and they still believe HD would have took that fight.
Yeah, it wasn't really an early stoppage, not like just to stop it. That was a genuine, legitimate stop.
Because of where the cause was.
Because of the location of the cause. I don't doubt the doctor on that at all, ever. He looks out for the best of them.
You don't think it was an early stoppage?
No, it's...
Do you leave it?
Hey, you got caught.
I'd say so. But
I do,
that's just because HD was smiling around, ready to keep going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also I love to see a good fight, you know what I mean? And I just felt like there was a lot more into that fight that could have happened.
Oh, everybody would love to see it go on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm biased when I say that. I think it could have gone on a little longer before we could have discussed damage or permanent damage. We've seen way worse. And so I guess that was our question. Was like, it was Howard's loss to Louie is how you swung him to the top. Oh, what way to the top?
That is pretty much if you beat the number 1 already there. I mean, sure, it's close.
But how did Kai get left on 4th, I think is where the controversy was.
He might have been 3rd. He might have been the 3rd contender, which is 4th.
I don't know. I was like, I probably have it somewhere.
They've changed since then, haven't they?
They probably have.
Where's he at now?
I think maybe Brandon Allen might be in front of Kai right now.
Really?
He just signed a contract today, by the way.
Yeah, he
fighting
did say
somebody.
that.
I can't remember who he signed a contract with, but it's a major fight. It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, what I saw, he didn't say who he was fighting. So maybe he can't yet.
I didn't say you just had signed.
And all I got is rumors, obviously, because this is third information, but I seen it announced somewhere. I can't remember where it was.
See where.
Are you looking up featherweights?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got.
Oh yeah, he's 5. So if there was a champ, he would be
And-
the 4.
So it goes Louie, Datwin, HD, Brandon, then Kai.
That's right. Dat came in, and Dat gets in there. He's a former world champion, and he fought tough against the 155 champ too. That was it.
But he's on. He's not. He hasn't fought at all in the featherweight division.
Oh sure, he has. His last fight was 145.
Yeah,
Was it?
Versus Daniel
Oh
Strickland.
yeah, that is right. That is right. Shit,
Yeah.
I missed that.
And if he wants a title fight, I think he'll get it.
I believe 1,000% he will. And
I think it's very tough for whoever.
does that make
I
him the
think
number
so.
2 ranked fighter, or does that consider him like the number 1 contender? You know what I mean?
He would,
Like-
well, right now he would be the number 1 contender. Say if there's a champ, he would be the number 1 contender.
Right.
Okay, I agree with that. And we'd see it here after a while.
You know, this main event at BKFC 44 has gone, you know, to the max with controversy and drama. It's had its fair share of fucking tweets and shares and fucking, you know, distraction from everybody. Who do you have?
Who do I have winning this fight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Man, I don't know. I really don't know. I'd say Kai puts out the most professional version to look at, and Kai works hard. They're both tough as hell. It's hard to say. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a lot tougher fight for either one of them.
Hypothetically, in a betting man scenario, who would you put your chips on?
Boy, that's so tough. I will have to go with Louie, I guess.
Really?
You're the first Louie guest that we've had on since we've asked other guests.
That's pretty close. You know, I don't know.
Well,
And I don't, you know, I'm not wishing that he wins it or not. That's just what I think, but it's awfully close.
Okay, and then who do you got on the Wagner Henry? Chips.
Wagner Henry,
Money on the
Yeah.
flow.
Yep.
I would love to see Billy Wagner win it, but I don't see that happening either. I see
Really?
I see Bryce pulling that one off.
Gone.
But- Billy Wagner, he's a favorite for everybody. He's like
He's not in our poll, actually.
he's like the hope of Montana, though.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely.
Right.
He's the heart of Montana. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
absolutely agree with
But
that.
on the internet, on our Instagram,
He's getting
Bryce
smoked
Henry
on our
has,
poll currently by Bryce Henry. There's a lot of believers in old Bryce, young Bryce, I should say, and
Wagner
he's a
boys.
super confident in himself. We had him on last night.
yeah, we told him.
Shout out to Bryce Henry.
He asked us straight up. We said, well, you know,
You can't count him out.
right? And I'm not.
You know, have you been to any other?
I just told
events?
him loyal to the soil. It doesn't mean I hope he loses.
Any larger
Go out
promotions
there and
such
I want to
as
just watch a good fight.
UFC and boxing or anything? Have you been to any WBC or anything like that?
I have been in the past, just like
Okay,
Lots
so,
of
Like, I want
different
you to do
So
good,
you've
but I want
experienced
Billy
it.
to do good.
Okay, but you've
basically. You know
so
what I
not
mean?
huge cards.
Mhm.
not monster cards.
But you've been in a big arena and you've seen the
Oh, sure.
promotion. Okay. And what about UFC?
I've never been to a UFC fight. I need to go.
Never been to one.
Okay.
Are you gonna go to the Salt Lake City one? That's a big fucking
Maybe.
card.
If I can get a
I
pretty
forgot
damn
who
good
was on
seat
that
for
one.
under $1,000, I might.
Okay.
That's pretty tough.
You know,
Maybe not there,
I think
it's not.
my question
Not there,
my
I
question
think.
lies
Probably not.
is because you know you've been around since BKFC 3, and since BKFC has come around, I've watched UFC tank, not only on viewership like for me, but in overall fucking wanting to watch UFC. Do you agree?
Yeah. Well,
Unless it's a
I'll
big
tell you,
card, I'm not
I
watching
watched
it.
UFC and
Simple.
even before that, you know, I watched. They had Pride and all sorts
Yeah,
of
yeah,
different
yeah.
stuff. You know,
One
it was
FC, Pride.
yeah.
I get
There
you.
was a lot of great stuff out there. It was fun to watch. Of course, not every fight's going to be wonderful either, but I used to really like it. But I do still like it somewhat. It's not the same as bare knuckle. I like bare knuckle probably better than boxing or anything.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm a bare knuckle fan now, man. Legitimately, I was a boxing fan for all my life, but I fucking love bare knuckle.
Because it's like the skill of a boxer, but the fucking...
Yeah, and then you also
The
bring the
brawl of
street,
a street fight.
Yeah, you bring the street aspect to it. Yeah.
Right, and you don't need 9, 10, 12 rounds to get it done. You could never do that. That'd be brutal. They would put an end to it. You couldn't go that many rounds.
30 minutes of boxing.
Yeah, that's
Holy
insane.
shit.
I want to be.
Bare knuckle-
Hands already
Bare knuckle
fucking sick
boxing,
to
yeah,
watch.
you
You know
get
what I
hurt
mean?
in a second. You cut up quick.
When Kai gets the belt, I want to just say shout out to Montana for getting a people's champion, a guy that represents a belt the way it should be represented, and I'm really looking forward to saying congratulations to him, and I also want to say congratulations to when Sean gets his belt in the UFC. Sean O'Malley, shout out to you, shout out to Tim Welch. You guys' journey is coming to a close. We hope that you guys bring back another belt to Montana, regardless of what this situation. We know we're getting a belt here tomorrow night, June 9th, BKFC, motherfucking 44. Howie, do you have anybody you want to shout out?
Oh, I don't know who I would shout out. Shout out to BKFC for putting on the greatest bare knuckle promotion in the world, you know.
Fucking
That's,
right.
They're spreading the news too. They're going everywhere.
Fucking A, man.
It's gonna get
Shout out
bigger
David
and
Led,
bigger
I
and
was gonna say,
bigger.
led by the new king of combat sports, David Feldman.
Levi, how about you? Run our motherfucking sponsors, baby.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the dog Jay Villa. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Jay Villa over here chilling tough.
You know what it is. GWA Guerrilla Warfare Apparel, the best gear in the fight world. TWB10 at checkout. Go get yourself a tinfoil apes hoodie. I just got mine today, but I got
It's
fucking
sick as
rained out
fuck.
at my second business. Sip Invasion, come check us out. 20 past 4. Now, 5 locations, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Helena, 1 in Billings, newly opening up in Arizona. So that's fucking
Dope shit.
That's stateswide. Hudson's Trash Removal. You need something taken out? You need your ex-girlfriend taken out?
Hell yeah, that's what I went with tonight too, bro. That's
You got
crazy,
it.
bro.
Hudson's Trash Removal's the man.
I went with that tonight too. That's funny as hell.
Halftime Sports Bar. You want to watch the BKFC if you don't want to go to the Four
Dude, the
Seasons?
halftime too, baby.
Yeah,
On
at the
that.
halftime.
Yeah, they're also hosting the after party for the event where Kai
We
is
will
going
be
to be
there.
getting his celebration taco from Taco Treat. Shout out to those guys.
And Halftime Sports Bar and Taco Treat, got to shout them both out at the same time. And, you know.
I think that's and Jamie St.
And our
Mark's.
Aunt Jamie St. Mark's.
This is the conclusion of the show. Thank you for coming on. It's
Not a
late.
problem.
We went another late night, but we got a fucking hell of a day tomorrow, don't we?
That's gonna
Kyle,
be a
see you at
long
breakfast.
day.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. BKFC 44. Join us live at the Four Seasons Arena.
Kai Stewart, see you at breakfast.
Oh my God, what time's that at?